But guys, help me welcome, please. We have Nick Hamilton to the show. He is representing. Nick Hamilton, sports journalist, currently for SportsPageMagazine.com. Nick, welcome to Hoop Girls Radio.
Hi, Nick.
Nick, are you there? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Pretty Nicky.
Mr. Hamilton.
Yes, indeed. How you ladies doing?
Oh, there he is.
How you doing, Nick?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. How you doing? What's going on, Ben?
What's going on, man?
That's Benji. That's Benji.
Hey, yo, calm that down. He said it right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
How you ladies doing?
We're doing great. Thanks for asking. Thank you.
Now you're over there.
Around.
Nick, you're over there out in Cali, right?
Yeah, LA to be exact.
So let me guess.
Woo-hoo.
You're a Faker lover.
No, I'm actually a Lakers fan.
Oh.
Yay. That's exact. Thank you, Nick. We're going to get along just fine, Nick.
Absolutely.
Well, okay. Fine. Q, you got one person on your team this week. One person.
I know you guys saw that beat them down last night, right?
Of course. Another blowout.
Oh, hey, wait.
Another one? Okay. I think that might have been the first of the season.
Oh, that's about to say. That was the first one.
Wait, did you not? No. Hello, did you forget how quickly we forget that Cleveland Cavaliers record-breaking blowout?
That was another beat them down. So, come on, let's keep them coming.
Last night.
That's nothing to brag about.
Last night was not the first.
Everybody blows out the Cavaliers now.
Well, apparently some teams can't.
Yeah. And no, Michelle, I was just correcting you. I was just correcting you because you said last night was their first blowout, and it wasn't. So anyway, go ahead. Sorry, Nick.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So what I want to talk about is, and Nick, I want to talk about, we've talked on the show about who are clutch players. Kobe, Derek Fisher. I give props where it's due. They're Laker players. But I want to talk about who are the up-and-coming clutch players. Like who's the emerging, not just quite there yet, but the emerging clutch players that you see. Who do you see?
Well, I think. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I have to say, you have to look at. I think you have to look at Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant is definitely emerging into his role. I think he's finally getting comfortable in that Oklahoma City offense and being able to take the team on his shoulders. And if you watched him when he was at Texas, he pretty much did the same thing. He didn't have a problem with getting the ball in the fourth quarter when it counted. So you have to look at Kevin Durant. You definitely have to look at Chris Paul when he stays healthy.
But in New Orleans, and we talk about that, New Orleans is doing very well right now.
Yeah, they're doing very well. I think Monty Williams, if it wasn't for San Antonio going this ridiculous win streak, I think you have to look at Monty Williams as Coach of the Year. And you have to look at how he's pretty much implemented their offense and the guys like David West and Emeka Okafor, who, oh, my God, he's definitely starting to emerge as an actual real NBA player. So you have to, come on. To me, he deserves Coach of the Year just based on that. But, you have to look at CP3 and how he's pretty much, run the offense. He looks a lot more comfortable in that offense and willing to take more shots in the fourth quarter, since I've seen him play ball. So you have to look at him. I think another guy you pretty much have to look at, too, would probably be the guy for Golden State, Stephen Curry. I think in a couple of years you'll start to see Steph Curry kind of step into his role, and I think Monte Ellis is kind of helping him along as well. So it's good that you have somebody like Monte Ellis that kind of takes the pressure off of him and long enough to learn, the offense and be able to be comfortable to take those last-second shots. So I think you have those three players right there, up-and-coming clutch players. I think the NBA is in good hands.
Nick, what about Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose, that's another one. I say Derrick Rose. I forgot about him. Forgive me. I forgot about him.
Okay.
I think Derrick Rose is a phenomenal.
I knew you did. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, I think Derrick Rose.
Yeah, don't be trying to, just because he's a fellow Los Angeles, you want to be like, oh, yeah, I know that's what you were going to say. You didn't know what the man was going to say.
It's all good. You got my back. So I appreciate that. But Derrick Rose is another one. You got to look at it.
Where's my barf button?
You got to look at a lot of players. I mean, those are the four that come to mind. You got to look at them.
Okay,
but you know what kills me? But you know what kills me is like when you're watching like ESPN and they're talking about clutch players and they're painting LeBron now as a choke artist, which I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry.
I don't think LeBron is a coach or a choke artist, rather. I think, but he's definitely not a fourth quarter assassin. That's obvious.
I think
he never will be.
I think that he has. I'm not going to go like he's definitely not a coach, but I think I would put him in the mix as emerging as a clutch player, and I say that not so much because of this season yet, but I feel based on when he was still in Cleveland, to be quite honest. Yes, he did. He wasn't. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that he was definitely faithful, like, put it into LeBron's hands and it's a done deal. I'm not saying that. But I think that he has, over the years, proven himself where he's slow. I think he's definitely on the come-up of being a clutch player. And this goes to the whole theory of, I feel as though you can learn to be a clutch player. I think that it's not something that just comes instantly. Do I think that some people have that natural talent? Some people are just those straight natural shooters, that you have? Absolutely, that are pure shooters. But I think that being a clutch player is something that you only get with time and experience, period.
Well, yes and no.
But anyway.
I mean, yes and no. I would say it's been 8 years in the league. I mean, this is his 8th season in the league. And either you have it at this point, either you have it or you don't. I mean, you look at the great ones. You look at Magic. You look at Jordan. You look at Kobe Bryant. You even look at Allen Iverson. I mean, Allen Iverson was the guy that you want to have the ball in his hands the last 2 or 3 seconds on the line. I mean, you look at I even say Dwayne Wade at one point back in the 2006 season when he carried the team in the finals. You have to look at that. So clutch players and fourth quarter assassins. It's like you can't teach speed. Either you have speed or you don't.
Let me ask you this though, because in 2007, remember he scored 25 fourth quarter points against the Pistons to knock them out of the playoffs, and then he hits that last second three to when they were down by 2 against the Magic the year later, where remember everybody went crazy in Cleveland because they thought they were going to lose. And he hit that last second three to go to the second round. So I'm sitting there like, okay, everybody said that LeBron arrived when he put the Cleveland on the map, and then it's like they just have the quickest memory. Like it's like the Men in Black when they did that little short memory bloods. It was like you want to show you that flash of light and just think that LeBron now is choking. I'm like, wait, what happened the last 5 years?
No, I would never say LeBron is choking, man. That's absolutely ludicrous. I mean, to even say that he's a choke artist is ridiculous. But I will say, after that Game 2 win, if you look at Game 3, he ended up passing the ball off, which he shouldn't have, and that's why they ended up losing that game. So, like I said, if that had been Kobe, if that had been Michael Jordan, if that had been Allen Iverson, if that had been Magic Johnson, they're going to demand that you give them the ball. And either it's going to go in or it's going to go out, but it's going to be on them. They're not going to take the chance of passing it to anybody else but them. They want the ball. And I don't think LeBron has that instinct to be like, hey, man, give me the ball. Hey, give me, either it's me or it's nobody.
I want to hear what the people got to say. I want to hear what the people got to say. Hold on, we about to call now and see what they got to say on this. Caller, you are on the air with Hoop Girls. Hello?
What it is.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Who's this?
This is over the chemist. How are you ladies doing?
Good.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks for calling in. So you hear us talking about emerging clutch players.
Right.
What's your take on that?
Well, first off, can I shout out my boy Nick Hamilton real quick?
Absolutely.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's good with you, boss, man? I've been sitting on the phone hearing you talk your sports like you really know what you're talking about over here, man. So I'm gonna leave that all up to you.
I'm trying, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, but I will answer the question though, and I'm gonna definitely agree with Nick. I don't feel like LeBron is a clutch player. Kobe, Jordan, Iverson. Emerging players, but like I said, we'll say this: I am a Laker fan, West Coast all day, and shout out to Nick Hamilton once again.
Where's my sound effect for that?
We need some sound effects for that one.
Yeah, a big old fart. Yeah.
And then once again, ladies, I just got the word for you guys with your radio station, so. Congrats to you. This is my first time listening in, and it is a good radio show, so I do want to give y'all a shout-out for that, too.
Thank you. Thanks for calling in. We love you.
Thank you very much.
Lakers fans.
Hey, man, take care.
Right. Actually, anyway, we got another caller I want to bring to the lines and see. Hello, caller? Caller, are you there? Welcome to Hoop Girls. Oh, no, they're not there no more. They're not there. All right. So, yeah. There's definitely a lot of, controversy. I don't agree. I think that clutch is something that just is learned over time and experience, but you do have a natural raw talent. You guys beg to differ, tomato. It is what it is. But
yeah, it's a good topic.
So speaking of the Lakers, since y'all, we got two Laker lover fans over here. Let's talk about Jerry West's comments about his Laker team being too old to play consistent defense. And basically, he said basically that the team. Well, I don't want to quote, but to paraphrase it, he said that it's almost like an old car. Like after you put so many miles on it and the car. It's so old, you can change tires, but it's still not going to make a difference. So I'm saying this is coming from Jerry West, who's about to get a statue, doing all-star and everything. And he just basically says that due to the age, because the LA Lakers have 10 players that are 30 or older, and in the NBA that's considered like, oh yeah, you over the hill at this point.
Right.
That they just don't have what it takes anymore in order to play that consistent defense to win. But before I get you guys all talking about it, let me tell you what Kobe said, okay? And this is quote, okay? We're not a fast break team by any stretch of the imagination, but fast breaks don't win championships. If they did, Phoenix would have won a bunch. Hello. I'm saying he doesn't.
Phoenix don't play no D though.
Right. I know.
Absolutely no D.
That was his whole point. But let's be honest. Jerry West does have a point. I'm just playing devil advocate here. Jerry West does have a point that they do have play. He just said it's just how you said, Nick. I'm gonna go back to what you said about speed. You said either you got it or you don't. So if you ain't got speed no more to basically fight for that ball on the floor or run down the court as you used to, do you think that's still enough to basically be world champions again?
Well, yes, and you have to remember this too. I mean, even if you read the column today that came out and said Jerry West came out and said that he actually said all that in jest. You also have to remember that Jerry West is a mastermind. I mean, this is the same group of players that he assembled when he was still with the organization. And make no mistake about it, Jerry West is still a Laker at heart, and he's still going to look out for the organization, whether he's directly in it or not. And with Phil being on the inside, he's a mastermind on the inside. It's just like, for example, if you have your parents, and your parents tell you something to do, and you kind of take it with a grain of salt. But if somebody else from the outside, whether it's one of your friends or a person that you admire, tells you, it carries a lot more weight. So I think Jerry is kind of motivating the players from an outside standpoint. And also, too, who really needs to nobody's worried about the Lakers' age. I mean, nobody's down the stretch, they're going to end up being the number one seed anyway.
Come on.
No,
I mean nobody's really worried about the Lakers' age. The biggest concern is them staying healthy and them playing up to the level that they're capable of playing. So I mean, I'm not saying Jerry West is absolutely wrong, but I understand the reasoning in which he's saying that these guys don't play defense, they're getting old. Well, the window is closing. We all know this. The window is starting to close, and each season goes by, the window is closing, so either they need to put it in gear, and we all know the Lakers wait till about March or April before they turn the switch on.
Exactly. That's what I try to tell them all the time. That's why I don't even listen to them.
Exactly. It's funny how nobody criticizes Boston for this, and Boston's one of the oldest teams out there.
Oh, and by the way, Boston is Michelle's. She's a diehard Boston Celtics fan.
No, okay. First of all,
but let me just say this. Let me just say this.
Miss, I'm going to just say this, Miss Hype Woman, okay? For everything Mr. Fellow Nick got to say this show, first of all,
he's right.
Distract attention and bring it on to me and throw it over talking about because I'm the diehard. That had nothing to do with this conversation, but...
Michelle, he just said, but no one says this about the Celtics.
We're not talking about the Celtics right now. We're talking about...
No, I understand that. I'm just making a point as far as nobody says anything.
We talking about
what brought up the Celtics. Michelle, listen. He brought up the Celtics, and we were not listening. Okay, let's go back to the question. The question that we're talking to Nick about is Jerry West's comment. So I would like to comment and say, we believe defense wins championship, but that's up for debate. However, the reason why the Lakers win so much is because their offense is based off of a system, the triangle offense. So every player knows where he needs to be. It's not about plays. Like other teams, it's like, they messed that play up. Then they can never get it back together. That's why the Lakers win so much. It's a system.
Okay,
whoa. If that was true, then wait. You got to have talent to run that system because
we have
what happened? Okay, because I'm saying when Shaquille left in 2004, right? What happened to the Lakers?
Thank you.
What happened to the Lakers until they robbed Memphis of Paul Gasol?
Exactly.
Okay, well, Matt Barnes is still trying to figure out the triangle offense. That takes a little minute to get that down.
I agree with Ben. I think it does. I think you do have to have the right talent and the right pieces to fit into that system because, and mind you, too, the Lakers really didn't make a comeback or start to even make a comeback until the 06-07 season when Phil came back, when he begged Phil to come back. So let's not forget that. In addition to, the Lakers play defense when they feel like, and they turn it they turn it on when they need to. I mean, if you look at last year, Kobe played defense against Russell Westbrook, which is one of the fastest guards I've ever seen since forever. So, he shut down Russell Westbrook in Game 5. They played defense against Phoenix, which was a great series, and then they played defense against the Celtics last year. So, they can play defense when they need to play defense. I understand Jerry West's concern as far as, you may not be able to turn it on or turn it off. That time, that switch could be broken.
That's my point.
These guys are two-time defending champions. They've been to the finals 3 times in a row. So they pretty much have an understanding of what's going on. It took Ron Artest a year to understand the triangle, and he's still understanding it. So the triangle is not an easy offense to understand, but
Ron Artest is crazy. That's why.
Oh yeah,
but they also said
aside from that, but I mean, but it is it's not the easiest system to understand right away or to play in. So, like I said, be fine. I don't think that there's a major area for concern. I think if they continue to keep playing their game and keep playing the way they know how to play, I think the Lakers will be fine down the stretch. And we all know San Antonio is going to fizzle out within the last month or so because they're a broken down hobble, as we clearly saw last night with Tim Duncan, who can't stay in the game long enough to even finish because he's having knee issues. And I'm not making light of Tim Duncan, but I mean, come on.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Now.
LA doesn't want to see San Antonio playing simple. They don't want to see San Antonio.
Well, I beg to differ. I think it's the other way around. I think in the 7-game series, I think Bynum will be using Tim Duncan because Tim Duncan will be limited with his knee injury and his minutes. And then at the same time, Popovich is very, very cautious with Tim Duncan. And let's not forget Ginobili, who always gets hurt in a series or two and down the stretch anyway. So I'm waiting for him to be out on the bench for about 2 weeks. That date is soon to come.
I just spit out my coffee, man. I spit out my drink.
Okay. Well, listen. Before we get out of here, Nick, we're going to do this what we do with all our guests come on, and basically it's called the 4-word mind game. And basically we're going to say, each of us is going to give you a word or phrase, and you have to say the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Okay. Got you.
All right. Cool. All right. I'll go first. MVP.
Ooh. Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Ben.
Basketball Mecca.
New York. More specific, Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
See, that's where we gonna have to not be friends. Anywho,
she don't want to be your hype man. Now she want to be your hype man no more. Now she don't want to be hype man.
I know, right? Look.
How quick she turned. But go ahead, Kia.
Have that debate at a later time.
Exactly.
I'll say, Stephen A. Smith.
Great journalist. I know that's 2 words, but I have to put it in there.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Oh, Ben.
I already went already. I said basketball Mecca.
You went. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's my turn. It's Reese. It's Reese over here in the corner.
Yeah.
Hey, Reese.
Hey, boo. Donald Sterling.
Narrow-minded. Again, 2 words, but I can't say what I really want to say. I can't say what I really want to say.
We can't either.
It's one word. That's the whole point. Is one word with first thing that comes to his mind. Okay. Anyway, well, Nick, I want to thank you so much, Nick, for coming on the show. It was a pleasure having you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, Ben. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you. And what's your website? I know you have your thing on YouTube, and then you have you're writing for sportspagemagazine.com. Anything else where people can find you doing your thing?
Talk to me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Nick Hamilton LA, YouTube.com/NHExperienceTV. Catch me on Facebook. So just talk to me. I mean, I love talking sports. We can talk about politics, whatever. So I appreciate the opportunity you guys giving me and the platform. And hopefully we can do this again soon.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys have a great one now.
All right. You too.
All right.
All right. Again, we'd like to thank Nick Hamilton for coming on the show. That was great debate. Guys, basically, we don't have any more time left. So we'll be here, same time, same place, Next Wednesday, 10 p.m. We start talking about All-Star, the do's and don'ts. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a goodie. It's going to be a goodie.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
In my city. All-Star in my city.
Okay, how many drinks you have over there?
Wow. As I said, what she smoking and drinking?
Kind of like, good times or something. Oh, my God. I know, no doubt. All right, guys, we up out of here. Hoop Girls Radio. Catch us on Twitter, Facebook. Holla.
Hoop Girls in the building. In full effect, get the latest sports news from a woman's aspect. Sexy, independent, and can talk it with the best ladies on right now. They ain't trying to call next. Hoop Girls.